Well, while the players have been sent on a short break before play gets underway, I have been joined by Sensei Bryn Kenney. Bryn, I can't even imagine what it must feel like to be on this stage right now, but have you got nerves? Are you excited? Talk me through what you're feeling.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like I've just done such a good job in general of being able to get rid of my nerves and get rid of any feeling that this is more special of a day than any other day. Like trying to just come in, play my best, hope it goes well. And I mean, as you start to think something so big, maybe you'll make a play or something that's going to be a bit scared or what you shouldn't really do. So you kind of have to train yourself to just be another day at the office.
Is that a product of just your experience, or are there like actual sort of techniques that you use? Do you meditate, breathing, yoga?
I think I do like my own version of meditating, just like sit around and think in certain ways and just, I don't know, find my own ways of getting myself to be relaxed and being in, and then always working on it, of course, because nothing's easy, just to get yourself into a good level mentality where you could take something, just accept it, move on, and not even let it bother you, because that's the goal always. Like, if you can get through something bad and just let it go over you, as opposed to like let it go inside you and just get worse and worse. If you can do that while like being a good person and caring in every way, and you're just going to make everything better for you. So I just try to not have any ups and downs based on money wise and winning or losing, and just have a good time and just do my best.
Yeah, I mean, money wise, I mean, you're certainly someone who has, you've embraced the gamble, over the years, and yet, you have weathered many storms, and perhaps has that sort of given you the experience and the ability to just sort of detach yourself from money and instead just focus on the poker itself?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, at those points when you swing crazy amounts like I do, and just millionaire to negative millionaire, and owing your friends and me, and going from playing the biggest games in the world to having to grind in smaller games just so you could win like few thousand a day to try to get yourself back and kind of accept where you're at. Because I mean, if you don't accept where you're at after you take a big hit and lose everything, going from playing high stakes, even and always winning, maybe you did something stupid on the side and you lost everything, not even in a way of poker, you just kind of torched your money. It's very easy to just let it destroy you and have a mentality that for some reason you're unlucky, for some reason this or that. But if you start telling yourself just negative things over and over, it's just going to fester and get worse and worse and worse. So I just kind of try to accept everything, move on. And to be honest, the money, I don't really care about it. I want to win the biggest tournament in poker history. Like, you tell me, do I want to win the tournament or do I want first place money? I want to win this tournament.
Yeah, so because of course you're one of the few players, the only player in fact, that even if you come second, then you'll be on top of the all-time winning list. Some players say, oh, I don't care about that kind of thing, but I sense that's not the case with you.
Yeah, I mean, I've always told everybody that it was going to happen, that I would be number one. And the thing is, I feel like once I hit number one, nobody's ever going to touch it again. And
really?
So, I mean, I think Justin feels it. And if I get a little bit of luck and like take it right here, good luck ever taking it back from me.
That is a bold statement. So regarding strategy, you're right in the middle of the pack, right? The payouts are a little unusual in that they're sort of very scooped out, extremely top heavy. I mean, I think I already know the answer to your question here, that you if I ask you, are you going to be considering those ICM pay jumps, or are you going to be trying to leverage your stack? What are the considerations, seeing as you're in the middle of the pack, and particularly with your seating position?
Well, there's like two things I kind of think about. Like ICM, I don't really think about at all, but then at the same time, still being in the tournament when there are 3 people left, when like potentially you could start talking about a deal and start getting more than second place money just by kind of being in the tournament. So I mean, I think really I'm not going to shy away from making a move if I think it's the right move, because that's just how I'm going to play. But at the same time, I'm not going to try to force anything. And if other people are playing a bit too loose and losing big pots, and someone's on a heater and knocking people out, also I have no problem just sitting there. And at the same time, catch 1 or 2 hands, all of a sudden I could have a stack where I could be the new table captain. So it kind of depends like on your cards, your luck a little at first, if you get the right hand distribution to like pick up some chips. And then it's just more about like playing well if you don't have a good hand distribution and trying not to lose all your chips. So we're just going to try to minimize losses and maximize wins.
I mean, your name Sensei is just emanating from you, and I see that now. But it's not just that. Your outfit, we need to discuss this a little, because obviously there is the players were told, we want to see you in suits, so to wear your best. But this This is a very, very special item of clothing. Can you tell me about the background of it?
Yeah, so like the thing is I've never worn a suit in my life. So I know everybody else is going to wear a suit. I don't see it as so important for everyone to wear a suit as long as the other people are dressed nice and I come like dressed nice in good gear. So I mean this was handmade for me from Japan from a company that I like. That actually I have this t-shirt too that's made with like a part kimono on it also. So I got a little like Japanese kimono like touching my skin also for good luck. Make sure like it's in there. Then I just asked the guy to make me something with New York because I like just repping my city, repping my place, exactly. So I mean just made me a custom with Yankee on the side and yeah, it's pretty cool.
And the shoes, I don't know if the camera can see this, but the shoes are some special stuff. You know, comfort is important, right?
Yeah, for me, comfort's number one. So if you're going to come here under bright lights and play for a lot of money, be relaxed. Like for me, I just have to be comfortable.
What's your, what are your plans after this? Like, you know, let's say you become first or second, you're now top of the leaderboard. Is there a point in the future where you think, you know what, that's enough poker, I want to scale back?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've already kind of scaled back where when I got second in the main event in Jeju for 3 million, the next poker I played was in Monaco, which was almost 2 months after. Like, didn't play a hand of poker between then. So, I mean, already I'm not really interested in playing small tournaments. Whenever there's a big tournament around, I just love to play anyway. Yeah. If it's in like a decent city or easy to fly to, and there's a 250K tournament or $1 million tournament, like I'm always just going to be there.
What are your tips to players who, you know, have not built themselves up to be able to play a tournament like this yet, but aspire to be the next Bryn Kenney?
Yeah, so I mean, I think everything comes down to, a lot of people think that things come easy, but it's not actually true. So if you really want something, especially if there's a lot of people who actually want it, the thing is you're going to have to want it more than everybody else. And you're going to have to show every single day that you want it more than everybody else. You're going to have to put in all the work and effort and be able to take the hits and weather the storms. And the thing is, it takes a lot to get here and to be able to take like the hits. And yeah, people might think it's easy, but I mean, how easy can it be for someone? You have $1 million, all of a sudden you owe your friends a few $100,000, you're trying to make a few thousand a day. So I mean, there's like, of course, been great highs, but of course I've had to also deal with like bigger lows than anybody else had, and not really losing in poker too. So it's about like spending and doing other stupid things on the side. So you kind of have to accept that you were stupid, not really be bothered by it, accept everything that always happens in the past, and make yourself super strong. Because I mean, I think that's why also my mindset is so strong, because if it wasn't, the thing is I couldn't survive with what I've been through.
You're a player who I think has found a very nice mix between this sort of intuitive style, but also, you know, understanding the math, studying GTO. Are you still sort of working with solvers? Have you done much of that in your game, or so what's your learning approach?
So like the thing is, I've never looked at a solver like in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I've never used Poker Tracker in my life. Like, I play just like my style of poker. I watch everyone else play. I see what they do. I see what they think is good. So I know what everybody's studying anyway. Anyone could say, oh, you don't study. Okay, sure, don't study, but you play with the same people all day, every single day. So you see exactly what they think. Like, I dissect every single thing that they do all day, every single day. So whatever they're studying, I'm pretty much just studying also. Plus the thing is, I do everything myself. I don't talk about poker with anybody. Everyone else is talking about poker with each other. I think it's a huge advantage where, let's say I get to play with somebody, they're talking poker with 10 different guys in the same tournament. I get to understand way quicker and way easier what these guys think, because they're all kind of thinking the same thing, studying the same thing. But I mean, they have no idea what I think, not even a clue. They don't know how I approach the game. They don't know what I do. They don't know what tricks I have. Like, they're just like guessing is the thing. So I think that's why I crush. I make people play a guessing game against me. And I mean, if you want to like play, a lot of the times you're going to have to play for all your chips.
Well, never a truer word was spoken, Bryn. Thank you so much. It's time to get back to the action, or to start the action. So best of luck out there.
Thank you.